If you enjoyed this video, guys, hit that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Isn't Luis King Kong Ortiz the dumbest current heavyweight of the moment? Because, Luis King Kong Ortiz basically walked over an $8 million payday against Anthony Joshua for a $500,000 payday against Deontay Wilder later on this year. Or next year. Because as we know, or if you didn't know, Luis Ortiz is planning on facing Deontay Wilder for a rematch. Because, his boss, Al Heyman, or should I call him Daddy Al Heyman, aka the guy who basically tells every one of his fighters exactly what to do, and if they don't do it, he spanks them, and that's why they do it, because they're basically like his mind slaves. Now, I know what you guys are gonna say. You guys are gonna tell me, but wrecked. You see, the reason Luis Ortiz turned that offer down was because it was a lowball offer. So you know what I want to do? I'm gonna pull an LDBC on you guys. My response to you guys telling me that, or to whoever tells me that Eddie Hearn was offering Luis Ortiz a lowball offer, right? My response to you is, how you know? How you know? That's my response to you. How you know? Where's your proof? Were you in the negotiating room? Were you on the phone with Eddie Hearn and Team Luis Ortiz? How you know? Because that's what Deontay Wilder fan said when the Zone was offering Deontay Wilder a $100 million contract to face Anthony Joshua. They were saying, how you know he was being offered $100 million? How you know? How you know he was actually, there was a 3-fight deal to fight 2 back-to-back fights with Anthony Joshua? How you know? That's what they said. So I'm going to do the same thing to you guys. How the fuck do you know that Eddie Hearn was offering Luis Ortiz a lowball offer? And by the way, we don't even know how much the supposedly lowball offer was. Luis Ortiz's biggest payday was $500,000, homie. $500,000. Let's say Eddie Hearn offered Luis Ortiz $4 million. That's a fucking duck. How the fuck you're gonna duck $4 million for an Anthony Joshua fight when your biggest payday was against Deontay Wilder, $500K? And you know what? He's gonna receive the same fucking thing against Deontay Wilder in the rematch. The same fucking thing. Maybe, you know what? I might be wrong. Maybe $200,000 more. He might receive $700,000, but it's still not gonna be this more than what he would have received against Anthony Joshua, right? Again, my question is, how the fuck you know Jay Jimenez is telling the truth? Where's his proof? He never disclosed how much the offer was. Jay Jimenez didn't say, Eddie Hearn offered Luis Ortiz $100,000. That's preposterous. How could he? That's just he offered him this low amount of money because he really didn't want to take this fight with Anthony Joshua. Why would he offer Luis Ortiz $100K? But he can't tell you it, right? You know why I think he doesn't want to tell you how much is being offered? Because they know they're ducking Anthony Joshua. And so he doesn't want to tell you, he actually offered me $4 million. He actually offered Luis Ortiz $4 million to fight him. He doesn't want to tell you guys that because then people are going to be like, what the fuck? Why the fuck did you not take $4 million when your biggest purse was $500K? That's the dumb. Is Luis Ortiz and his team, they must be the dumbest business people. Like, what is it with these PBC fighters? All these PBC fighters seem to be dumb. Like, none of these guys know what good business is. I mean, Deontay Wilder is a perfect example of one. A guy that makes $2 million per fight, and he turns down to a $100 million fight. Luis Ortiz is poor. The highest payday he's ever made is $5K. He turns it down. I just feel like these PBC fighters, a lot of them are dumb, especially when it comes to making money, making good money. They don't know what the fuck is good money. And this guy is an idiot. Is Luis Ortiz just trying to wait until he has more power? Until I guess Luis Ortiz is trying to do what Dillian White did and be like, listen, I want more money. I want to fight you, Anthony Joshua, for a certain amount of money. So let me wait a little longer. Homie, you're 45, 46 years old. There's not much time to wait. Does this guy expect to still be in his prime a year from now? People are already calling Luis Ortiz washed up. People are already saying he's over the hill. So what is he trying to do? Is he trying to price himself out? Is he trying to get 8, 10, 20 million against Anthony Joshua? You're not a big draw like that, Ortiz. You're not. You can't fucking be demanding 20 million to fight Anthony Joshua. And again, I want to know the lowball offer. How much did Jay Jimenez, how much? Because it seems like you're the only one who speaks English, Jay Jimenez, because Luis Ortiz could never speak for himself. Because apparently, he doesn't understand. He can't talk English for nothing. Because every time somebody's quoting Luis Ortiz, it's always one of his team members talking for him, right? Because he can't speak English. So, Jay Jimenez, tell the public how much Eddie Hearn is offering you. Because guess what? Eddie Hearn's going to come out probably today, probably tomorrow, probably within the next 48 hours and say, hey, exactly how much he offered Luis Ortiz team. I can guarantee you that. Because Eddie Hearn is always upfront with it. Hey, I offered Luis Ortiz this. I offered him this. They turned it down, right? I heard somebody say, oh, maybe the reason he turned this down, the legitimate reason he turned this down is because he is not enough time. 7 to 6 weeks is not enough time to cycle off the juice. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna end up getting caught with those PEDs in his system. And you know what? The people saying that probably have a point, because Luis Ortiz has been caught with PEDs in his system in the past. Didn't you forget? He did cheat in the past. He was caught cold-handed with PEDs. So, he's no saint himself. He's no better than Gerald Big Baby Miller. He's also a fucking drug cheat. You know what I'm saying? So, again, I think, again, where is the proof? Where is the proof that Eddie Hearn gave him a lowball offer? I just feel like it's so stupid. This guy could have made all this money, and he's choosing to wait for Deontay Wilder and get another $500K payday. And like I said, the only one I have to blame is not just Luis Ortiz, but Al Heyman. I'm telling you right now, Al Heyman made Luis Ortiz not take that money. Not take that fight, because he wants to save Luis Ortiz for Deontay Wilder so they could have a recycled in-house fight. I could almost guarantee you, after Deontay Wilder gets past Dominic Brazil, we're going to start hearing rumors Luis Ortiz versus Deontay Wilder September 2019. If not 2019, April 2019, March 2020. I'm telling you right now. Save this video. In the future, not too long from now, maybe later on this year, maybe next year, you're going to hear Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz. Deontay Wilder receiving 1.5 million, Luis Ortiz receiving 500K. The rematch. That's what you're going to see. That's why this fight is not happening. Because Anthony Joshua would have destroyed Luis Ortiz. And that would have fucked up Al Heyman's money. Because now he can't make that fight with Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz, the rematch, because he just got knocked the fuck out. He just got exposed against AJ. So he can't make that fight happen. This is why he's blocking that fight, I'm telling you. Anyway, guys, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, I'll be back with more boxing videos.